Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you all. And welcome back to the beta plan playing as the Ottoman Turks. So some time has passed since last time we saw each other. After all, well, we had some penalties to, well, subside because we have been done so much warmongering, but unfortunately not even all those penalties are gone yet. But it is time to strike. Kiev, by the way, has conquered this from Gaelic because they are Bogomalist and Gaelic is Orthodox. So yeah, religious tension happening a little bit here within the region. I'm surprised actually that Gaelic wasn't, aided by the Golden Horde, and because they have not, and because the Golden Horde is still in the, trying to subjugate Khotan, I assume that their armies are all the way up here in the east. And because of that, it is time for Trebizond to die. Trebizond. Holy war for Trebizond. Let's take the last piece of land here. That is officially also part of Taurica. And yes, this is all our retinue. We now should have 11,550 retinue. But we don't have them all yet. But they would come down to equal heavy as light infantry. Almost, more than 150% in archers, but more or less like that. And have them have, again, versus the heavy infantry, archers, horse archers and light cavalry units. Yeah. I am going to do this war with just my own levies. They have now replenished to 24,000 of 25,000. Some small minor things happened that doesn't really influence us a lot. My half-brother has died, but yeah. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, there's not really something that I can do something about or that really, really matters. So yeah, I don't find that too bad. Whoa. Annoying my wife. She did the right thing. My wife may do that. I'm still unfortunately arbitrary despite already having had several, events that triggered in order to say that, this man is right or this man is wrong, but it did not aid enough. So, please let my retinue not go down again to incredibly low depths, please. Yowzer, that actually did happen. Now it will cost another, I don't know how many years in order for them to recover all that damage. But alright, actually, I want you to kill that. Is everybody in the right rank? No, you are leaning in the center. What are you doing there? I don't understand why you would be on that side. Alright, let's get them before they chase away. Actually, that's kind of good, because then we don't have the penalty of going across the water. And here come my own levies. Without loads this time. We actually have money. We could do it, but how long? 10 November, 12th of November. Alright, then we're going to do a little tricksy. We need to be very, very careful about that little tricksy. Slow them down, please. If just by 2 days, it's fine. Voila! We're here, and you're being smacked down. Thank you so much for causing them to pause. We are now back into attack mode. Siege mode, I should say. Sorry. If I lose a lot of my own levies, I don't mind, but I don't want my retinue to go down again so incredibly much. That is always a little painful when that happens. But we need this. Wow, they have such low garrisons. It's so freaking tempting to just say, well, we're not going to do it until we see Golden Horde armies. Temperance is a virtue. This boy might become a very good heir indeed, even if he doesn't have wolf's blood. By the way, I did gain another daughter, who apparently has wolf's blood. But she's neither a genius, nor strong, nor quick. I am quick, I am strong, and the wife she was born from is a... Oh, strong, sorry, I thought she was the genius one. My mistake. Nonetheless, she has none of those traits, and moreover, she is a girl. I can't make her my heir. because I am Muslim. Just the way it is. What is this France? I think Poland is currently trying to make Galich, a tributary. Which is, of course, something we're going to look into by doing against the Pope. You know that needs to be our little cash cow. We cannot have him not be our little cash cow. And besides, he can't trigger any, crusades against us if he is our little cash cow. So that's kind of good. But I don't think he can call a crusade just yet. Yet not. Because there still stands defeated in crusade. And I think until that modifier goes away, that signifies that he is not yet capable of calling in such a war. Ah, all my levies are flowing in. Very nice. By the way, I see we have some money. Can we upgrade this holding again? Yes, we can. Then let's do that. Just build barracks and stables and stuff like that right now. Ooh, the Grand Vizier is dead. This man, because the other two candidates hate me, and I'm gonna talk to you, because apparently when you talk to yourself, either that is now by accident or just not helping right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're suffering attrition. We do not enjoy attrition. We cannot send... We have 100 men too many. Well, you know what? We have a 10-to-1 ratio. Just attack it. That should be fine. We have troops replenished quite quickly currently. We had some events for that as well, so no problem. Just bash it all down. This is over. By the way, also some lollards have appeared in my realm. Not as a duchy yet. As a revolt yet. Don't get me wrong, but well, as people that hold on to that religion. We gain more stewardship, but unfortunately still not the just trade, which is of course actually what we're looking for. And yes, I know I will suffer attrition here, but I will just bash down these doors. We have already 83% wool school over here. They won't be able to do anything of significance. Didn't I already tell you not to be decadent? Oh no, that was this man. You have yet another brother that is that has that issue, and we are starting to lose targets for holy wars unless we go into Russia proper. Yeah, but you cheated on me. But well, at least you didn't get pregnant. She tries to make an appointment with her male friend. Steward. She wants this man to be steward? No. Sorry, that is 6 points of difference. Oh. That woman distracted me so much I forgot to attack even. Yo, before we suffer attrition, because these are my levies. Thank you very much. The end of the war. A lot of people were trying to help you, but that is the last Greek. I by accident said earlier once that the last Greek were gone when I attacked the Greek Catholics over here, and indeed, and I mean then here in Crete, because the culture was Greek, and I was already turned Turkish by the way, but they were Catholic. They have turned all to Sunni now, but I forgot that there was another Greek nation, of course, over here, which was Trebizond, but now Trebizond is gone as well. Ah, and look at that. That looks mighty, mighty fine, I would say, in border-wise. And hopefully, I need to put here some very, very good men in order to, well, get all that incompetent ruler and highway robber band and what have you not away. You are not good enough. I like you, but not good enough for getting away of all those modifiers. And of course, it doesn't really matter to me directly, but I would like it to be gone just because that looks good, you know. And my realm is wherever you go in my realm, everything is a-okay. Yes, I would like my culture, please. So I need a man now that is generally good in general. So this man is decent overall with diplomacy at 13, 10, 10, 10, you know, decent stats. If he gets a wife, he should have, well, the stats required to make sure that all those troubles go away. We need a general stat man. This man is not too bad. I would have liked a little higher, but it's the best I can find overall, or find that I quickly see that is correct. So, transfer to you, and transfer to you, because they should be the jury part of you anyways. And we should really look if we can not usurp this title, but what we can do is create the Duchy of Trebizond, and we will give that to you. King and Duke. Stressed and depressed. That's not very good. How can you be stressed and depressed when I gave you a kingdom, my man? Yes, indeed. Well, look. Let's pause here for a second and look at the... Well, she's a genius. If this... I really hope it's mine, because she's a genius. I am strong and quick. We have good chance for a thing. I don't see a lover over here. Oh, that is so tempting. Even if it is of somebody else, I might just consider it my own child. Ottomans, look at it. Isn't that beautiful? A nice, strong empire. By the way, this is a game of a lot of strong empires. There's a Sunni, by the way. This is a Sunni empire. And a Sunni empire over here. And the Bari are still pretty big. And, well, the Golden Horde is still huge. Holy Roman Empire, France, England. It's Castile. Wow. And oh yeah, Aragon. I can't believe this happened. I find it really ridiculous. White peace. He was being trashed by the revolt, but he declared a white peace. Ugh. Ah, you're still attacking for a holy war. Well, good luck at that. You won't succeed, I reckon. But yeah, it is a game of very, very large empires. Uh-oh. I contracted consumption. That is a hefty penalty to... Oh no, that's it's Plemonia that's -4. This is mine too. Still bad, mind you, but not as bad. And we still are strong, and we still also have the bonus of strategist, and we are of Wolf's Blood, so we should hopefully, well, learn about it. Survive it. Now, and let's learn about if it is indeed my baby or not. If it isn't, well, I still might consider it my own, depending on the man that, well, fathered it. I have so many people now that I can just imprison because they have been improper in their conduct. Errant subject. Oh, too bad. I want this Lollard. Oh, quick, and she is a genius. I will keep quiet. If this gives me a son that is a genius, I may consider it. And we had before, by the way, once that we thought it was of another man, and then all of a sudden the child had wolf's blood. So, well, it was clearly not his, but mine, because there's only one wolf's bloodline. I've looked around it all over. I'm the only one with the wolf's bloodline. So, yeah. We actually have piety. I am so amazed at that. Once we became the paragon of virtue, our piety has remained relatively on top. Yeah, and Hungary is now taking away from this man the lands that also belong to him. He is not revolting against his emperor, but he is starting to claim lands because he has become of age. He has... Yeah, no, that's right, I think. So people dying. Could I please not die myself, by the way? When are you coming of age? The 2nd of January! Ooh, that will be in this episode. I hope that you'll become a brilliant strategist and not just flunks his teachings completely. And otherwise flunks his teaching, then he should get a 4-star Midas touch or something. Because he is the heir of our empire. And we have built a grand one at that. I would find it a rather shame if this empire would to be... well, would collapse under its own weight. By the way, We are now being, I'm being a little bit facetious here. Ooh. Hello there, little cash cow. Faith, I want to look. Well, still not defeating Crusade, but well, you have tons of money. You have tons of money. Ah, screw it. Declare a war. We're going to make you a tributary. Everybody is on the -1 more or less. Make you a tributary. It is about time that you start paying again, Pope, man. And, well, I want to prevent once again having, of course, that nasty, nasty crusade being called against me. I don't like having a crusade called against me. I could do everything with boats, but then it's going to be a long-ass time before you see anything happening, so let's not do that. Let's call you there. -1, -1, and -3 were the penalties for having raised the levies. I think I can live with that. And I can call in about 40,000 men. That, well, is decent. I think that I should have a chance against Le Pope man. And we are going to call even the men of Israel. I should say Jerusalem. It's not called Israel because it isn't a Jewish nation. I think it changes its name to Israel if you conquered it as a Jew and built the third temple and have the kingdom title. I think no, it's probably called Judea. Now I think of it. Now I think of it proper. I think will be called Judea in that case. Oh well. These men are both children, so I'm going to say they're both acting dumb. That's still not giving me just. And could I get rid of consumption, please? That consumption is lasting quite a bit and quite a while. I would hope that would end somewhere soon. My son has become decadent while having... My son, how dare you? How dare you? Luckily you will stay pure. Very good. Luckily we have some... well, piety to spare. We're definitely going to keep the boats around because we probably want one army to be able to, well... You can't really do boat bombing anymore since the patch that changed it all. What I mean by that, if you're not familiar with it, Paradox updates their game quite regularly, and that's quite good. One of the kind of cheesy tactics was to boat bomb, as it was called. It meant that you put a huge army on the boats. They didn't suffer attrition because they are on boats, and which, by the way, is still a good thing because otherwise it would go a little bit too crappy. And then you could get off the boat, full morale. Not half morale, full morale, and even sometimes not suffer any penalties, I think, before that also got changed. So yeah, it was crazy, crazy good. They changed that. With the, after, well, patching in that boat bombing was no more allowed. I see, by the way, that I think this is the Merchant Republic beneath, yeah, this is the Merchant Republic beneath the Emperor that is constantly taking stuff away from Sicily. It's not even the Emperor himself that does this. Alright, how many men do we have here? 16,000. That is enough for one army on boats, please. Thank you. Let's look around. The other boats I am going to keep around, but the rest of the army is going to walk around. Just to see what is up. What are our attrition values? 15,000 is maximum that we can set in Benevento. Benevento. So we should not create an army larger than 15,000. Except, of course, if it's on a boat, as it is now. England is here. Is this still for your war? No. Oh, England is still transporting his troops away. You have only 15,000 men here. Tunga! You are not a genius and not quick. I have a boy that could give us... Well, he could give us, whatchamacallit, decadence without him being a true son of mine. But that was the risk I took. After all, great peril yields great beauty. If he would have been a genius son, it would have been lovely. Despite, and I'm not sure if he would get on the throne. After all, we are very, very healthy, despite having consumption for I don't know how long right now. But yeah. Let's move one army up. I think I'm gonna leave my levies, my retinue still to replenish. I will compensate him. I think that's the best way to get just. And it is not an automatic thing, but alright. I'm just trying to get rid of this arbitrary trait with doing the ruler's ship focus. Man, how long am I going to keep consumption? Oh well, the whole area is still apparently in consumption. Yeah, I can imagine then it's kind of hard to get rid of if everybody around you also has it. Kind of makes for it for a little bit more difficult to stay healthy. You know, if everybody else goes... Alright, let's move up the ships. 12,000 men in Benevento. 12,000 men and move to Foggia? You know what, let's do that with the boats. I just was about to move them, but... do that with boats. Voila. And then these men will come together in, I don't know, somewhere here. Just walk on, please. What I want to know is if there is any army in Abruzzium, and there isn't. Alright then. Then the tactic is clear. We're going to siege Abruzzium. We have less men there. We're going to stay on the boat. I know that we're going to have less more than if we, well, move down. But and I will put in about 24,000 men then over here. Because the other boats, well, those men are just going to go immediately to Rome. Making, once again, Il Popeman, La Papa, a little cash cow. Aren't you looking forward to that? I am. Oh, I forgot when I started this episode. That is kind of bad. Because now I don't know if this episode is running too long or too short or anything. Oh well. Such are the vagaries of the old mind. Hey. I had 15,000 men here. Why do I suffer attrition? I don't agree with that. Game? We want to go into Abruzzium. Turnovo. They are now of the Sunni faith. Very good. He doesn't even respond to this army. I am surprised. Well, in that case, move to Spoleto. And then this army... when will you arrive? On 18th of February. Yep, then this army can just go here. We are insane. Well, I think that is a good time to end it. And when we, of course, enacted the most important law ever. Because you have decided to introduce a new law to the good people of the realm. As it is your right as their ruler. Now, you just have to decide on its contents. We're going to do... all the Wall Act. The new law has been written and couriers are even now distributing it to all your vassals. You admire your handiwork. Whereas the positive effects of fresh air is known to all, and whereas the movement of the wind must not be obstructed by man-made structures. Therefore I, Padisha, if I pronounce this correctly, Tekin of Ottoman Kanganad, decree that all homesteads throughout the realm are to have 2 halls, each no smaller than a grown peasant standing with arms outstretched, and opposite walls facing each other to allow free passage of the wind. These halls are not to be covered by planks, windows, doors, or cattle. If any member of the household is known to exhibit severe flatulence, the halls shall number 3, and no less. Which, well, is almost a quote like of Monty Python. Thou shalt count to 3 and no less. If thou have counted to 4, thou have counted to 4. If thou have counted to 2, thou have not counted right, unless thou also counted again, further to 3. I think the quote goes something like that. I'm sure it's not quite right. I'm positive I have that not memorized entirely correctly. But I hope you will forgive me this little slight. You know, if you're not moving anywhere, then I am going to move in here. We have 3 armies. We are sieging them down, and, well, I guess it's plenty enough. And my vassals don't mind if I make a tributary, I notice. They don't even complain about using their levies. Oh. Attrition. We don't want to suffer attrition. Get out. And we might actually go to Orbitello. Yeah, we probably can siege that down as well. Well, I am going to diplomatically explain why I cannot. I am going to arrange this war, and when, well, the battle might commence or what have you, I will come back. But, in the meantime, I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.